So today we're going to review this SDLE18P mini excavator by SDLANCH. And I'm going to take it over here to this dirt pile and we're going to see how this thing operates and if this is the sort of thing that you want to purchase either from a reseller on Marketplace or maybe from one of these auctions. Right now I'm at Red Stag Auction here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and they're giving me free run to play with all their toys and check out how they do and see if it's something that we want to buy for our property. Couple things I've noticed already. One, slower than molasses. It's not uncommon for a mini excavator, right? But something else I'm noticing. Oh my gosh, I can't get out. Oh, stupid. First thoughts and overview of the SDLE18P. If you need an excavator and you need one cheap, this might not be a bad thing for you. If you want a really nice one with nice features and that operates really smooth, this might not be the machine for you. Hear me out and let me tell you why. So a couple things I've noticed just moving it over here just to do this video. You want to drive forward, you throw it up this way. You want to pull backward, there's reverse. That's like a foot. This throw is like a foot. It's crazy. I totally understand why they have control panels on some of them with short little sticks. So if you're driving forward, you want to turn a little with one hand, well, your hand better be a foot long. I'm not kidding. Something else I've noticed, on a bunch of these machines, you can flip up a lever, and this flips backwards and allows you to get in. This one doesn't do that. So I want to get in. This is in the way. Luckily, we've got this little lock, so if it's running, you don't want to hit this. That would be bad. So you keep this on lock, and then when you start it, this doesn't work. When you start it, you hit unlock, and now you can operate it. So I've also noticed that these controls, even though it's nice, they're pilot controls, barely touch it. It is jerky. It's either like all or nothing. So we probably want to put down that dozer blade. It's still like riding a bucking bronco. Yeah, I mean, it works. It does what you need it to do. Look at this. Forward, it's backwards, right into your crotch. So you want to turn, you go this way and this way. I'm not sure if this is giving you a workout or you're supposed to be dancing. Go back and forward, go left, right. It's like staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it works. It works. But I'm trying to move it slowly. Let's turn around. How's it dig? Let's put our blade down. Yeah. Woo! Whoa. Alright, so the blade is in between the sticks. So if I push on the blade, it puts it on the tracks. So it's hard to manipulate them all at the same time. I can't have my hand on the dozer blade if I'm moving the sticks. I don't know. It'll take some getting used to. Now I'm going to move this very slowly. Where do we turn it down? Sounds like it's struggling. It's not as jerky. I don't think I'd want to run this high RPM. It's okay. The thumb's nice. Okay, on the left joystick, if you press the horn button and hold it, you've got your side swing boom. See that? Horn buttons don't have a horn. When you get the controls unlocked, there's a hissing, a whining kind of hissing noise. You hit lock and the hissing stops. That's interesting. It's got a headlight. Flash, 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 flash. Okay. Oh, you can still drive even with the controls locked. So I've got the controls locked. The dozer blade works and the drive sticks work. You know what it's like? Those dudes on those old school choppers. Maybe you got some panhead or knucklehead with some ape hangers. That's what I feel like. I got them ape hangers for controls. And then I hope you got a thin crotch area, because these controls come right back into it. But then go back to them ape hangers. Yeah, boy. I can't even talk. As an inexpensive machine goes, this doesn't seem horrible because it does work. But the enjoyment factor of this is not huge. This is just a practical thing to do some sort of digging. This is not to go fast. It's not really to be comfortable. And it's not really to enjoy yourself. But it works. So if you can buy these cheap enough, like I think I saw these going for under $2,000 at auction. I could be wrong about that. They're definitely under $3,000. And that's not bad for what this is, honestly. Let's try to get out. Oh. Holy cow. Oh, no. Get one that this flips up out of the way, because that's not enough room. I'm 6 foot tall and 230 pounds, and this is tight. That's a tight squeeze. Okay, let's do a walk around and let me show you some of the features up close so you can see what this looks like for yourself. First off, you can see it has tracks. They're rubber. They roll. It has a dozer blade. It's for dozing and blading. Actually, it gives you stability. So you can see that this thumb actually looks pretty nice. Grease fittings. Here we go. We've got Zerk fittings right here. That's nice on all of these. Over on the thumb, I'm not feeling it. I don't see any grease fittings. Yeah, thumb's lacking grease fittings. You can hook something else up here if you didn't want your thumb and you had some other attachment, like maybe you wanted to run a flail mower on the jerky machine. But you can see by this picture, it is jerky. Get away from this boom if someone's operating it. Stay away, because it will smack you and knock you on your butt. It warns you on both sides, because this is treacherous for sure. I do like that it's got the cylinder behind the boom, so if something hits it, you're not damaging your hydraulic ram, and that's a positive thing for sure. All the lines are tucked inside this, and that's also really nice. I am a fan of that. I mean, clearly you've got some out here, but for the most part, they are all hidden inside, down inside here in that arm, and that's really nice. It's got a nice plastic roof on it. It's got little, I don't know what you'd screw into these, but maybe you want to hang a light bar or something cool. I don't know. It's got the generic design. That's the same as my Kimron unit's design, but you can see when you get up close that the fit and finish is not necessarily the greatest. You know, it's kind of cheap. Where you see the fuel pump, that's your hydraulic oil tank right here. That's your hydraulic oil by your gas pump, in case you were curious. And that's your level gauge for your hydraulic fluid. On the back, you see it has a counterweight. Counterweight's a nice touch. And on this side, nope. Some of the machines have a gas tank over here. This one does not. That is a hole. Maybe it's for a cup holder. Maybe you could put rubber in it and use that as a cup holder. That's neat. The controls are pretty simple. Here's an hour meter. This particular machine, we're running 0.3 hours. That's me. I just used it. It's brand new. On this side, that's where you've got your little headlight. Everything's still wrapped in plastic because this is an unsold auction unit. It's going to be the upcoming auction this month. Something that is really nice about this is the hood. I do like how they have this car handle style hood, and it opens and it latches, and now you can get to your engine. The fit and finish of this counterweight is very questionable at best. Again, this thing's jerky. It will crush you. Stay the heck away if it's operating. It will crush you. Warning, warning, crush, 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 crush. So here's your engine, and your fuel tank is way under there. So to get to the fuel tank, you have to undo these wing nuts for the seat. No joke. And then that opens and you can access your fuel tank. Well, that's neat. That sounds like fun. Over here, there's your pumps. Looks like you got a filter down there. Maybe that's a hydraulic filter. I'm not quite sure. You've got a battery up in this side. This is your battery right here. And there is no oil cooler in this. You can also pull off that front panel right here with these 6 bolts and access your fuel tank in the front of your engine. See that? if that's what you want to do. And now to release this, lift up, push this back, and it closes. If you wanted to do dual exhaust, you have that option. Currently, it only has a single exhaust, but you can do dual on this machine, which is a really nice touch. I think that's kind of the basics of the tour of this thing. I mean, I don't know what else to show you. It's a basic Rado gas mini excavator. It's got pilot controls. That's really cool. It's got a hydraulic thumb. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I can't completely hate it, but it is a little jerky to drive. So there is another machine that looks just like this. It's like SDLE20, and the 20 is a Yanmar diesel, and it's smooth. It's very smooth operation. It looks very similar to this. They don't have any here right now. I have operated one of those, and I actually really liked it. And that is a good bang for the buck. If you can find a 20 diesel, I mean, it's a pretty smooth machine. This one, it's going to do what you need it to do. If you needed to do some digging and you need it to do just basic mini excavator stuff, but it's just not going to do it nicely. I don't know if there's better options in this price range, though. I mean, this is pretty cheap. My Amazon machine I paid $4,500 for. I bet you can buy one of these cheaper than that. So I think I might rather have my Amazon machine. Mind you, this is bigger and heavier. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You know, what do you need? Do you need weight and forget about comfort? Or do you need comfort and smooth and less weight? I don't know. But anyway, hopefully this helps you out. Help some of your buying decisions coming up in the future. Thanks to Red Stag Auctions for letting me come here. Check out the link in the description. And if you want to support the channel, click on my Amazon link. Go shopping on Amazon. Anything you add to the cart within 24 hours of clicking that link, I get a piece of. So thanks for your support. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.